Have you ever met someone who seems to think they're swimming in cash, but when you take a closer look, it's all just smoke and mirrors? You know the type, always talking about their latest shopping spree, their lavish vacations, or their so-called business success. But are they really as wealthy as they claim? Today, we're counting down the top 5 zodiac signs who think they're rich. But in reality, not so much. From the ones who spend impulsively to those who pretend they're living the dream, we've got all the details on which signs are fooling themselves about their financial status. If you've ever wondered if your sign might be one of these wealth illusionists, or if you've caught a friend talking big while their bank balance doesn't quite match up, this video is for you. Stick around till the end because the last sign on our list might just surprise you. Will your zodiac make the cut? Let's dive in and find out which signs are living in financial fantasy land and which ones are just faking it till they make it. Zodiac number 1. Aries, the flashy spender. First up, we have Aries, the sign that's all about living in the moment and going big or going home. Known for their bold personality, Aries loves to be the center of attention, and there's no better way to do that than by flaunting their wealth. From impulsive shopping sprees to spontaneous getaways, they're always looking for that next thrill, no matter the cost. However, Aries often overlooks the long-term picture. Their desire for instant gratification means they spend big without considering future financial stability. They might splurge on a brand new sports car, flash their latest designer clothes, or even host extravagant parties. But when it comes time to pay the bills or save for the future, they often find themselves living paycheck to paycheck, with little to show for it other than their flashy lifestyle. It's all about appearances for Aries. They may act like they've got it all figured out, but in reality, their wealth is just a mask they wear to keep up with their image. Let's just say their credit card bills don't always match the lavish lifestyle they put on display. Zodiac number 2. Leo, the wealthy pretender. Next we have Leo, the kings and queens of the zodiac, who always want to be seen living large. They have a natural flair for the dramatic, and there's no better way to show off their royal status than by splurging on luxury items and experiences. Whether it's designer clothes, 5-star dinners, or lavish parties, Leos love the finer things in life. But here's the catch. Their wealth often exists more in their imagination than in their bank accounts. Leos are excellent at putting on a show, making everyone believe they're financially set. But behind the scenes, things might not be as golden as they seem. They'll throw an extravagant event, posting it all over social media. But when the check arrives, they might be stressing over how to cover the cost. For Leo, it's all about appearances. They want to be admired, respected, and envied. And they think that living like a millionaire will get them that admiration. But when the bills start to pile up, it's clear that they're not as wealthy as they want you to believe. The facade is strong, but the bank account? Not so much. Zodiac number 3. Sagittarius, the free spirit who forgets about money. At number 3, we have Sagittarius, the free-spirited adventurer who would rather chase the next big thrill than worry about their finances. Sagittarians love to travel, experience new cultures, and live a life full of excitement. For them, life is all about the journey, not the destination, and that includes their finances. However, while they may have a passport full of stamps and stories of wild adventures, their financial situation often tells a different story. Sagittarians tend to live in the moment, spending money on spontaneous trips and experiences, but without much thought for the future. They have an "I'll deal with it later" attitude, which means saving, budgeting, and investing often fall by the wayside. They'll tell you all about their amazing backpacking trip through Europe, but when it's time to pay rent or cover bills, they might be scrambling for cash. Sagittarians love the idea of being wealthy, but they're so focused on living freely and enjoying the present that their financial stability tends to take a back seat. And in the long run, that could come back to bite them. Zodiac number 4. Gemini, the smooth talker who never seals the deal. Geminis are known for their quick wit, charm, and ability to talk their way into or out of just about anything. But when it comes to money, they might be all talk and no action. Geminis love discussing big ideas, business opportunities, and future plans, but they often lack the follow-through to actually make it happen. They can talk a big game about how they're going to make millions, but when you look at their finances, you might notice a different story. Despite their natural gift for conversation, Geminis are often too scattered or distracted by new, shiny ideas to stick to one financial goal. They jump from one business idea to the next without putting in the necessary work to see any of them succeed. They might convince you they're just one good deal away from hitting it big, but the truth is, they rarely take the practical steps to make that happen. While they may seem like they have it all figured out, the reality is they often struggle to get their money matters in order. It's all potential, but very little payoff. Zodiac number 5. Taurus, the materialistic dreamer. Last but certainly not least, we have Taurus, the zodiac sign that's all about comfort, luxury, and material wealth. Tauruses love to surround themselves with beautiful things. Think expensive furniture, designer clothes, and lavish home decor. They're driven by the desire for a comfortable, luxurious lifestyle, and they work hard to get it. But here's where the problem lies. They want the image of being wealthy more than they actually want to be financially stable. Tauruses often live beyond their means, sinking their money into things that don't necessarily contribute to their financial growth. They'll buy that fancy car or splurge on an extravagant vacation, all in an effort to maintain their image of wealth. However, despite their material possessions, their bank accounts don't always reflect the lifestyle they're trying to project. While they may dream of a life filled with endless luxury, they often find themselves in financial trouble, struggling to balance their love for the finer things with the reality of their spending habits. In the end, they're more about looking rich than actually being rich. So there you have it, the top 5 zodiac signs who think they're rich, but are sadly far from it. If you recognize someone in this list, or maybe you see yourself in one of these signs, don't worry. We're all guilty of dreaming big sometimes. But remember, it's not about appearances. True wealth comes from smart decisions, savings, and long-term planning. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new zodiac breakdown. And don't forget to drop a comment below. Let us know which sign you think is really the wealthiest. See you next time.